Do you ever have a trouble talking to somebody who comes from a different country? Do you ever find that you can't understand them properly, even though they're talking English to you? And sometimes they don't realise that, although they're speaking English to you, it's an English that you can't understand. And it's quite sad, really, because what happens is that when you're a little baby, the one thing that you want to do is to learn to talk, and you follow people around you, parents and friends who are around you when you're very small, and you copy them. And that, of course, would be in your native voice, the voice that you picked up from where you're living, the country you're born in or reside in as a tiny baby. And that stays with you. It gets into your brain. It gets into what I call the hard disk of your vocal memory. So that when you start to speak someone else's language, which you may have spent ages studying, you're still speaking it with an overlay of your own voice. And therefore the tune and the tone and the rhythm are so foreign, if I dare say, to an English person who's listening to it. You know, the only way to learn to speak English like an English person is that when you are actually talking English, you've got to think English. You've got to become more English, which means you don't just study how to read it and write it and try and study how to speak it. You've got to learn about the English, about their culture, about what they like to eat, what they like to do, what football team they follow, what movies they like. Everything about the English. I'm not saying forget the culture of your own country. I'm just saying adopt the culture of the British when you speak English. And then gradually you'll be thinking English, feeling English when you speak English, and your English will sound a lot more like English.